Here's what I want to say here. Welcome to another installment of Shaking Hands with Pork. We're going to give people a few minutes to catch on and before we start the show, like we always do. Well, in this show, we don't just jump right into the topic. We at least want to give people some hope of not feeling left out. Now, we're going to wait till the 2 minute mark and then we'll begin the show. So, screw it, we'll start now. Today, we're going to be talking about we're going to be talking about a few subjects, A lot of them are going to be in the manosphere. A lot of them are going to be outside of the manosphere. Now, let's talk about the Logan. Talk a little bit more about the Logan Paul situation and the Andrew Tate situation. Two of topics which I don't really follow, but I keep hearing so much about it. Now, if you remember, I've had a couple issues on YouTube with certain YouTubers. One of them, well, they both don't make content. One of them by choice. The other one because he was so daggone much of a goddamn freaking freaking swine-minded freaking jackwagon that YouTube and potentially Twitter might decide to completely remove his channel and his handle. But hey, there's what's none of my business. But I have shaken hands with Pork before, I have shaken hands with Pork before. Pork like Logan Paul, people who don't take responsibility for their own screw ups, saying, yeah, how hard is it to say, I screwed up, I will do better, once everything falls down, once everything calms the heck on down. There will be plenty of other situations where you can prove your worth, prove what you've learned. Now, inside the manosphere, I typically leave my content whenever I whenever I make a video. It's usually the style is as is. Sadly, people can take a quarter and turn it into 5 pennies, which is quite an amazing feat. But you had a quarter and you traded in for 5 pennies. Let that sink in. Let that rattle around in your head like a fine glass of wine. You traded a quarter for 5 cents. When it was supposed to go this way, it turns into another direction, to a direction that I completely and utterly did not intend it for it to go. That's no problem. I'm used to it anyway. Another thing is, well, the core principles, the core tenets of MGTOW, the Red Pill, seem to have been forgotten. Let me remind you, or let me make it simplified for you. Actually, better yet, let me situationalize it for you. These women are they're strong and independent, and don't you need you. Does that make any sense here? They're strong and independent, and they don't need you. They just want to use you. The majority of them just want to use you. Is that simple enough for you? Because apparently, you know, and let me simplify the next one. They're strong and independent and don't need you to defend them. Did that help out a bit? You know, that helps out a little bit more. Or how about this? If you did not freaking marry, if you do not plan on being involved with them for long periods of time, do not have kids with them. Simple enough. But apparently people like to add things that are not that are completely unnecessary. Completely and utterly unfreaking necessary because why? Ugh. Not the slightest clue why. But when you help people, when you figure that out, let me know because I need your help to help you make that make sense to me. And then you wonder why you get in the mess, why you get so why so many of you get into the messes that you're in. Not surprising. Hey, maybe you shouldn't mess with. Hey, your friends say, hey, maybe you shouldn't mess with this person. This person's got this. This person's dealing with this. This person, yada yada yada. This person's a single this. But no, that would be too much like right there, wouldn't it, Charlie? And then we got the people in the manosphere. Well, who they were once in the manosphere. They decided to basically, what's the word? Talk crap about the manosphere after they were exposed. But well, I don't know if it was exposed, but when you tell me not to do something and it's not for a valid reason, like I'm gonna do it. I mean, yes, it does. Sometimes it works in my favor, sometimes it doesn't. It is what it is. What you see is what you're gonna get. You know, I mean, I'm literally pretty experienced with f around and find out. I'm pretty well versed in that. I've both helped people. I've both guided people to enlightenment, and I've been enlightened myself. So from effing around, like I said, people wanted to f around. I had to show them to enlightenment. When I effed around, and guess what? I was shown to enlightenment. But guess what? It could have been worse. I could be locked up in some basement. You know, I could actually be locked up in a basement. So I think I got off. I got off easy. The next thing I want to say about is on shaking hands with pork. Well, first thing foremost, you got to know what you got to know. I mean, you got to know about the pork you're shaking hands with. You know, you got to understand the pork you're shaking hands with. You know what I mean? If you don't understand, well, you might want to figure it out because there's some pork you don't want to mess with. That's the uncooked type. Now, so many people, so many people end up disappointment and pointed and mad, you know, at the results. But hey, that's what happens when you forget that you're cooking on the stove and your house burns down. Hmm, that makes any sense? Let me help you simplify it. Cooking on the stove. You ever heard of the saying called "one in the oven"? Yeah, one in the oven. Oh, and which basically will segue into this next portion. Vanilla relationships, right? Really? These pickup artists are literally trying to shame people for not having a for having a non-toxic relationship, right? For having a relationship that they don't have to maintain frame for piss all and poly, right? So basically, it's because you don't have to basically maintain a constant lie every day of your life, also known as maintain this masculine frame, right? That is portrayed, that's supposed to portrayed by a society. You're in a vanilla relationship and have grounds to make fun of you and basically try to dictate how you're dictate the end of your relationship, not how it goes, the end of your relationship, you know? See, the thing is, if you're already in a decent relationship, you have no need to pay a pickup artist. Just take it day by day. Just take it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Take it day by day until something goes wrong, until something goes to belly up. But guess what? Everybody keeps paying thousands of dollars, and well, how'd that work out for you, bucko? I hear you're single again. I hear you're single. Sucks to be you. You shouldn't have listened to these pricks. And that's exactly what these pickup artists are. They're a bunch of arrogant, ignorant pricks. They have no intent. They, like literally, we've been trying to tell you. Me, Baron Yam, Tico Tran. We've been trying to tell you people that these pickup artists have no value whatsoever. Have no value whatsoever. But but guess what? So many of you listen to these pricks on a daily basis, and now you're single and you're wondering why. Probably because the person that you were dating, that you at one point was dating, or that have past tense to be dating you. You tried that whole maintain a masculine frame with this chick, and next thing you know, guess what? Now you're single. Oh, shocker! There's no possible way that that could possibly happen, right? Instead of taking what you know and taking it day by day, you had to make things extra freaking complicated because why? Because the peer pressure, the peer pressure, right? This wonderful thing that gets teenagers smoking weed, right? Peer pressure. Oh, you are yada yada yada. First things foremost, are those dudes in a relationship? Why are you like? Why are you on YouTube? Like, what's the benefit? What's the benefit? Like I ain't got time for this crap. Like, and then they wonder why. I mean, exactly. They're like first things foremost. There's these dating approaches are like cockroaches. Like I mean, you could get rid of a few of a cut with a full can of Raid and a bug bomb, but god dang, there's some ones that need a little bit more than a bug bomb. You know? Hey, but it's not like I know anything. I'm just a trucker. Now, if you're in the manosphere, you're either A, in the manosphere because you don't know what you're doing in dating, B, in the manosphere because your plan didn't work out, C, in the manosphere because you don't want to, you're not willing to, there's a certain bet that's over your table limit. There's a certain bet that is over your table limit. I don't know if any of you have ever played the PS1 game called Golden Nugget. It was a gambling game. There's a the dealer whenever you basically make a bet that's too daggone high says that bet is over the table limit. Yes, you basically see that the bet that you're making that a lot of people have made, and you're not willing to take that bet because guess what? Your table will be cleared out if you win a straight blackjack. That is crazy, right? No, really? Because there are some bets that I won't take, and there's some bets that I will at least poke at. What a lot of these people have gone through in the manosphere is it's just not one of them bets, you know? That bet's over my table limit until otherwise, until proven otherwise. But until proven otherwise, guess what? I'm gonna be single. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So when I go onto a person's live stream and I see someone trying to impress a woman who is on somebody else's live stream with his degree, with his qualifications, with his yada yada yada, I'm like thinking, are you actually red pill or MGTOW? Huh, strange. That's weird. Aren't we supposed to be improving for ourselves and not for validation of females, right? We're supposed to be self-improving for ourselves. But the question lies in the matter that if that one person is literally try to impress somebody with his qualifications, with his degrees, and with his yada yada yada, with his, oh, I handle top secret contracts or top dollar contracts, yada yada. Who are you trying to impress? You are trying to impress yourself, or you trying to impress the people of the panel? You know, are you trying to impress yourself, or are you trying to impress the lone chick of the panel? See, that's the thing. That is the absolute the honest to God thing. Is like you claim to be red pill, you claim to be all this person, but on the same note, you're still simping. You're still simping. You know, look at yourself. Look at yourself. You're literally doing the same thing. And when the person's not impressed, you take it, you rate, like, then what? When somebody comes in who has some sort of life knowledge, who does a little bit of research, and makes you look like a complete and utter jackass, then what? Then what? Now you look like a jackass. Congratulations. Congratulations. Hooray for the Joneses. But the thing is, well, but the thing is like you're up here trying to impress people that don't care. And when somebody up here comes up on a live stream with with a little bit of a theory and is not even trying to impress anybody, you just sit there and get mad and say, "Oh, I have this qualification." Okay, I don't care about your qualification, you know. And if you were gonna rage quit about it, maybe you should have said, "Yeah, like, could you just leave me out of this?" You know, to leave me out of this situation. I'm just saying, a little bit of courtesy goes a long way, there, big fella. They're big fellas, you know. A little bit of courtesy, because just because you might have missed, oh, I got elected. Basically the leftover is this residue, and then all of a sudden it just comes and reminds you. Not everybody's going to remember everything. People forget things. You know, it's a part of being human being. There's ways to handle situations to where it's touchy, you know. There's ways to handle situations to where you got to maintain a certain demeanor on a topic. There's certain ways. Rage quitting is not one of them. Or storming off of a live stream isn't one of them. It just makes you look like a complete and utter jackwagon. Congratulations, jackwagon. Two of your wheels are lifted off the ground, and now your oxen done run off, or done swam off because you tried to ford a river that was too high for the wagon. Well, it sounds like a personal problem there, Big Bucko. So now you're basically mad. You're gonna sit there and be mad and be upset. Doesn't really matter to me. And basically, the person that you're upset with doesn't really care. You know, the person that you're upset with, I'm gonna say it again, but slower for the people in the slow class in the back of the room, doesn't really care that you're upset with him. In fact, more than likely, he's probably laughing and sleeping well at night. Very well at night, I might add. In fact, wakes up, stretches every day, and says, "Good, it's great to be alive." Goodness, it's great to be alive. Might wake up and make himself a plate of potato salad and some rice. You know, might decide to heat up a piece of that brisket that he had this afternoon. You know, that's how it usually goes. But hey, it's not like I know anything. It's not like it certainly can't be like I'm the one that's getting ready to heat up some food. You know, no, that can't be possible. Ah, there it is. Keep a nice brisket. You know, it's not like I'm the one with the potato salad, oh, but then the rice and stuff. It's a small piece. It's in the fridge, bottom shelf. No, don't mind that microwave sound. Don't mind it. Just heating up some food. But I'm getting ready to end this live stream pretty soon because in about 48 seconds, this brisket that I've been looking at is about to be done. On top of that is like, it is what it is. We're Penguin signing off.